This is why normal people should not train like bodybuilders, okay? I know this is gonna piss some people off. It's gonna ruffle some feathers. That's okay, I'm okay with that. But this is why, if you're a normal person, if you're not a bodybuilder, why you should not be training like a bodybuilder and should not be regimenting like a bodybuilder, okay? Check it out. Thank you guys for liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you guys haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps us. I see you guys doing that, and I want to thank you guys so much. Now let's get started with the video. Okay guys, so the first reason why you should not be training like a bodybuilder is because you have different goals. Okay, if you're a bodybuilder, your goal is to win a competition against other bodybuilders. So that means you're gonna have to be leaner, you're gonna have to be bigger maybe, you're gonna have to be more proportional, you're gonna have to be more symmetrical, right? So your goal as a bodybuilder is to have the ideal physique, right? So that comes with training and nutrition, and the type of workouts that you're doing are optimizing for symmetry. They're optimizing for hypertrophy, for muscle growth, right? They're not optimizing for you feeling good, other than maybe your self-confidence going up because you look good, right? If you're not a bodybuilder, you got to be aware of the trade-off that you're giving in order to be more symmetrical, in order to get more size, in order to look shredded. You're trading your joint health and your coordination and your athleticism to look more symmetrical, to look bigger, to look more shredded. You're trading the overall health of the body to look better, right? And there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want and if that's what you like, right? I spent a lot of time in the beginning of my fitness journey only doing bodybuilding type workouts, okay? So if you're not a bodybuilder and you don't plan on stepping on to a stage anytime soon, you gotta realize that if your goals are different, then you should be training differently, okay? So that's the first reason, you have different goals. The second reason why I've shifted my mindset and moved more towards functional training and gait cycle and spirals and all this stuff is because bodybuilding is a very isolated type of training, right? So Monday, you're hitting chest. Tuesday, you're hitting back. Wednesday, you're hitting shoulders. Thursday, you're hitting legs. Friday, you're hitting core. Saturday, maybe you do a little bit of cardio. Sunday, you rest, right? And it's very split, it's siloed, right? Meaning there's a section and then there's a separation and then a section and then a separation, right? The reason why I'm not a big fan of that is because I've seen the damaging effects of that over time. What you're doing is you're creating a split in your body and a split in your mind where there is no split and there is no separation. For those of you guys who understand fascial lines and myofascial slings and spiraling across the body, you guys already know that it's all connected, right? So it doesn't make a lot of sense to split things up that are actually connected. You're just creating a divide in your mind and in your body where there is no divide. That causes problems like, you know, aches and pains in the shoulder, pains in the knees, pains in the low back. It really disrupts the body's connectedness, right? That's why you lose your athleticism. That's why you lose a lot of rotational power. That's why you lose a lot of your coordination when you start to become too big or too bulky, is because you've trained your body and you've developed your muscles to grow in isolation to the rest of the body. So then you got to do accessory work, right? You got to do these little tiny, work out the little muscles so that you can attach them back to the body, right? If you're not a bodybuilder, then that's not a good strategy for you. If you are a bodybuilder, then you're obviously going to do things to optimize your bodybuilding, right? Which is a bodybuilding type regimen, okay? The third reason why I'm not a big fan of bodybuilding for normal people is because there's gonna become a time in your life where you no longer care about your looks as much, right? You're gonna reach a point, maybe it's when you're 30, maybe it's when you're 40, maybe 50, maybe 60, maybe 70, but there's gonna become a point where that's not gonna matter to you as much as being able to play with your kids, for example, or being able to walk around without pain. There's gonna become a time in your life where it's not as important for you to look good, but it's really, really important for you to feel good, all right? And a lot of people don't realize that after 30 years of bodybuilding, their shoulders are destroyed. Like, you have to get shoulder replacement or shoulder surgery. And people don't realize that after a lifetime of deadlifts and rear loaded squats that they're probably gonna have to get back surgery or knee surgery, right? You see it every single day in chiropractic offices, in PT offices. After 10 years or 20 years or 30 years of that, they don't see that those people they all have chronic low back pain. And imagine deadlifting 450 pounds and feeling amazing, right? But next year, 2 years later, 3 years later, you can't even roll out of bed, right? And that's the trade-off. And I don't want normal people to go through that if they're not understanding what they're trading. That's basically it. It's my little rant. I apologize. But the 3 reasons why normal people should not do bodybuilding. 1, you have different goals, right? If you're a normal person, you just want to lose weight, build muscle, be happy, be healthy, right? You don't need to do a bodybuilding regimen to do that. Okay, number 2, sectioning off the body into chest day, back day, shoulder day, abs, legs, that is unhealthy. It's just not a good way to train the body by splitting it up. It's much better to train it to bring it together more, to connect it more, so that you can do your daily activities with less of an issue, okay? And then number 3, the third reason why I'm not a big fan of normal people doing bodybuilding is because they don't see at the end of their bodybuilding career, or they don't see 30 years down the road, that their body is going to be screaming in pain. Like, just look at all the Mr. Olympias, a lifetime power lifter or a lifetime strength and conditioning. Like, none of those guys have healthy bodies. They all have to get surgery. They're all wearing knee braces. They all have hip replacements. They all have shoulder replacements. And people don't realize that that's the path they're on when they start their fitness journey. And I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of it. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys agree or disagree, let me know what you guys think. All right, thanks guys, peace.